Welcome to the elitist empire, where the secrets of the rich and famous are no longer safe. From Hollywood scandals to music industry drama, we bring you the juiciest gossip and exclusive stories you won't hear anywhere else. Stay locked in, because in this empire, only the elite know the truth. And today, we've got a wild one. Imagine a guy who travels the world, not to explore or learn, but to mock, disrespect, and provoke everyone he meets. That's Johnny Somali, a streamer whose quest for clout has landed him in a South Korean jail. From spitting on strangers to twerking on sacred memorials, his antics have finally caught up with him. In this video, we're breaking down his insane journey, his disgusting behavior, and the dramatic downfall that's left him broke, banned, and behind bars. You won't believe how far this guy went? Let's dive in. Johnny Somali, real name Ramzi Khalid Ismail, isn't your average streamer. He rose to infamy on platforms like Twitch, YouTube, and Kick by pushing boundaries way past what anyone would call entertainment. His content? Provocative stunts targeting local cultures and innocent people. It started small, shouting random nonsense in public, but quickly escalated. In Japan, he yelled Fukushima at locals, referencing the tragic nuclear disaster, and barged into businesses, harassing staff. In South Korea, he took it up a notch, kissing and twerking near the Statue of Peace, a memorial for victims of wartime sexual slavery. These weren't one-off mistakes. This was his brand, and it worked until it didn't. His antics got him banned from Twitch, YouTube, and Party, but he kept finding new platforms to fuel his chaos. By 2024, he was a global symbol of clout chasing gone wrong. Johnny Somali didn't just talk a big game, he got physical too. In Japan, June 2023, he picked a fight with a stranger on stream and got knocked out cold. In South Korea, on March 28, 2025, a local punched him mid-broadcast after he wouldn't stop harassing people. He even bragged about messing with gangs. Big mistake. Clips show him getting beaten up, yet he kept going like it was all a game. Then there's the reckless stuff. In one stream, he flashed a gun. Yes, a real gun, while taunting viewers in another country. Legal trouble followed him everywhere. Arrests in Japan and Israel for minor crimes like trespassing and public disturbance. But he always slipped through until South Korea said, enough. South Korea was Johnny Somali's breaking point. Arriving in 2024, he unleashed a storm of chaos. Picture this. Him parading around in boxers, taunting police officers to arrest him. He stalked female streamers, hurling vulgar insults, and making them visibly uncomfortable. He spat on people, disrupted businesses, and even allegedly created AI deepfakes of other creators, a serious crime under South Korean law. On October 24th, 2024, he was arrested in Seoul for obstruction of business and violating the Minor Crimes Act after harassing staff at a convenience store. But that was just the start. Locals flooded social media with outrage, demanding justice. Clips of him disrespecting the Statue of Peace went viral, and the public wasn't having it. Authorities piled on charges, including the deep fake allegations, which could mean up to 10 years in prison. This wasn't just a slap on the wrist, it was game over. Fast forward to March 7th, 2025, Johnny Somali's court hearing. He showed up drunk, wearing a MAGA hat, stumbling through his defense. He pleaded guilty to 3 charges: obstruction of business, assault, and public disturbance. But even then, he couldn't resist disrespecting the judge, smirking and muttering under his breath. The courtroom was a circus, and he was the clown. A 4th charge tied to the deepfakes is still pending, and it's a big one. South Korea doesn't mess around with tech crimes. Conviction could mean a decade behind bars. Even big-name streamers like Asmongold weighed in, saying, "This guy's a disgrace. Lock him up." Johnny's not just facing jail, he's broke, banned from every platform, and stuck in a country that hates him. The streaming world is reeling. Johnny Somali's bans from Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and more have left him with no income and a trashed reputation. On X, people are brutal. Posts like, "He deserves every second of this," and "Deport him already," are everywhere. There's zero sympathy for a guy who built his fame on hurting others. His story's a stain on streaming culture, showing what happens when clout chasing turns toxic. Other creators are distancing themselves, and platforms are cracking down harder on this kind of behavior. Johnny Somali didn't just ruin his own life, he's a warning to everyone watching. Johnny Somali went from a loudmouth streamer to a criminal in handcuffs. His journey, mocking cultures, harassing people, and breaking laws, ends here in a South Korean jail, facing up to 10 years. It's a chaotic, messy, and downright ugly tale of how far someone can fall when they become addicted to attention, no matter the cost. Johnny Somali built his name not on talent, hard work, or creativity, but on pure shock value, crossing every boundary of decency just to stay relevant. He thrived on controversy, turning disrespect into entertainment, believing that as long as people were watching, he was winning. But there's a harsh truth that always catches up. When you build your success on negativity, it doesn't take long for everything to collapse. What starts as just content quickly becomes a dangerous game, and Johnny played it to the extreme until reality finally hit back. Now, the world isn't laughing with him anymore. They're watching his downfall unfold in real time. There's a lesson in all of this. Clout isn't worth selling your dignity for, and entertainment stops being fun when it's built on humiliation. But what do you think? Did Johnny Somali finally get what he deserved, or is there more to this story? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more eye-opening stories from the elitist empire.